welcome to the Gaming Pulpit. This is your host, JD, and today we are going to be talking about creative freedoms and the reason why we don't have it today. It's the fucking outrage culture, yet again. I've actually had this in one of my earlier videos regarding, why are these companies pandering to this small vocal minority that just consistently complain about every fucking thing, such as Days Gone. He's a white gruff character. He couldn't even be white. That was the fucking issue. Not only that, he couldn't even enjoy his wife within the game. So it's like, even if you were a developer, you know what I mean? Like, you had to think about, oh, I don't want to offend anybody, or I don't want to do anything. And there's these checklists. There's this checklist that you have to check in order for you to be protected by this particular group. And I was thinking to myself, what is the incentive? What is the incentive for, following this checklist? And honestly, the incentive is so that you're protected. And I know it sounds like I repeated myself there, but it's true. So, like, let's say that you weren't sure about your game, that something could possibly happen, or whatever the case is. If maybe you were anticipating that your sales were going to tank, you would start putting certain things in there that would cater to them. That way, and let me go back to say this too, this minority, even though they are the minority, they are super fucking loud. That is the problem with them. They are incredibly fucking loud, which means that the information will get across social media very easily if you did something wrong or if you did something right. So obviously you want to be on their good side, and this is the checkbox list that I was referring to. And yeah, I'm going to come out and say it. Fuck it. I am. I'm kind of irritated by it. So long as you have a quota of black people, a quota of fucking different races, a quota of fucking gays or lesbians or trans or whatever the fuck it is, if you are progressive and not on the right wing, you're totally fucking left, then you're completely protected by them. So in the event that if you're not sure, if you anticipate your work of your art of work, or work of art, I should say, is not going to actually sell, you will be able to actually be protected. And if anybody goes against your art, your work of art, you could easily say that, well, I mean, I put the black people in there. I put the gays, lesbians, trans, whatever the fuck in there. I put this in there. I put that in there. I fucking bashed Trump. I did all this fucking shit. That means that you're a fucking bigot. And then the roles will be reversed and they will attack the other people. Now, the curious thing here is that even there are certain games that did this, such as Watch Dogs 2. They had I think that's the game with the first trans character in there. It bombed, not because of that character, but it bombed in general because of other things. You have the Star Wars game, or the Star Wars movies. They bombed. You know what I mean? Any type of piece of work that tries to cater or pander to these fucking loud minorities, they will get fucked up. I mean, I shouldn't say they will get fucked up. I'm sorry. I fucked the whole shit up. Anybody that tries to cater to them, yeah, people would like their, you would get the news and everybody else talking about your shit, which is, I guess, advertisement in its own right. But at the end of the day, if it doesn't resonate with either your fan base or just the general public, the majority, it's not going to sell. So I don't know why they keep trying this. They keep doing this shit over and over. And I wanted to talk about 3 things that has popped up. There is fucking cyberpunk issues, Call of Duty outrage, and then the Death Stranding. And they are very similar because you have an outrage community where people that, that has something to do with art, they can't make what they want to make because of this loud ass fucking community that they, and then you have to fucking do the whole pandering, and it's a fucking vicious cycle. So there was this outrage apparently with Cyberpunk. being misogynistic and vain and glorifying titties and just being sexist all to fucking together because they had one mission where there was a naked woman in a tub that you had to help. And supposedly, when she came to and you did help her, she was talking to somebody, could be a boss or somebody of that nature. And somehow that got flipped around and was like, okay, she's a very attractive woman. You know, she got her fucking titties out. And not only that, but there's a fucking man that is barking all these orders to her. And, you know, women of equal rights and all this type of other fucking shit. Then they were talking about, oh, they're not representing different races and stuff like that. And CG Project Red is, they're not sensitive to it. Listen, The Witcher was in a certain time frame where you did not have fucking blacks. Oh well. It's not going to be in there. Realistically speaking, if you want something semi-accurate, or if you want any kind of, well, if you want something semi-accurate, that's the thing. That is the thing. It's not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit there and be like, okay, when America first got started, there's Asians all over the fucking, there's all over the 13, you know, colonies and shit like that, the 13 states, whatever the fuck it is. There were none. And you know what I mean? If you're trying to have some sort of, you know, some sort of accuracy, but twist it and make it your own thing, they shouldn't have to pander to these companies or to this small minority, not companies, but this minority that is so fucking loud and just are offended by every fucking thing. They shouldn't have to. And I didn't even notice, to be honest with you. The fucking creator of Cyberpunk is black. And he fucking snapped. He snapped. He fucking totally fucking snapped on the social media people. It was like, you know, he was like, yo, don't ever fucking tell me what I have to do. Don't be offended for me. You know what I mean? Like, it was because they had some Haitian people in there, and it was just funny. So that was one of the things that I found fucking curious. There was another thing too, which I want to just get this out the way, okay? Let's talk about, since Death Stranding just recently, you know, had their first like cinematic or their first trailer in such a long time. There are journalists that are just like, so you got the IGNs, you got the fucking what do you call it, Game Informer, that was pissed off at Kojima. And it was pissed off because they thought it was pretentious that they want to fucking sell their game as, you know what I mean? Oh, what's up with the fucking mystery? This is so stupid. Why is it gotta be a mystery? Where's the gameplay? Fucking stop talking about it and show me the gameplay. They don't fucking have to. They don't have to. That's the way he wants to market it. That's the way he wants to basically paint this title and shroud it in mystery. That's what he wants. And it's working. I think Death Stranding now, like for that main PlayStation trailer that's on the PlayStation web YouTube channel, I think that's fucking what's that, 6 million? Let's just say 5 million. For a game that's not a fucking first person shooter, for a game that's not a looter shooter, for a game that really doesn't have multiplayer in a traditional sense, for a game that's fucking weird in general. It's a weird fucking game. So, you know, and it got 5 million views in those 2 weeks. Not even at E3. Just not even at E3. Just fucking, you know, it's just by it being so vague and so mysterious, it's earned it. He's built up to this. You know what I mean? So it was just like, what the fuck are people, like, what are you complaining about? You, at one side of the fence, you're talking about, games are not doing anything new. I don't understand it. And then you got a game that's trying to do something new, which the reason why Kojima doesn't want to fucking show it is because guess what? It's not a typical genre. It's some sort of subgenre. So no, he doesn't want to show it. No, he doesn't want to show it because in this fucking industry, people are going to rip your shit. I don't want to show my shit either. No, I don't want to show it. You want to know what the game is? Buy the fucking shit. I gave you enough fucking trailers for you to, you know, piece together. And that's his MO. That's his thing. He did it with Metal Gear Solid and all those other things where you're supposed to piece it together, and it's fun. You know, it gives you something to do. And it's like, I don't know what the issue is. It gave you something to do. You know what I mean? And it makes you feel like a gamer again. It makes you feel like involved instead of it being one of those things. And it's like, what is the fucking problem? What is going on? Like, everyone is so fucking, they're so entitled. They are incredibly entitled. I want it my way and only my way, which is could be any fucking thing. Because guess what? It could be anything. You know? And I'm just like, wow, you know, it's like the people that are complaining don't quite know what the fuck they want as it is. They don't know what they want. They have no fucking clue. All they know is what's sensationalized. And you know, these people, these you know, so-called journalists don't even they shouldn't even be where they are at. Lastly, I'm hearing about fucking Call of Duty. Now, I'm not a fan of Call of Duty. I wish the series would die, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't like it. But out of the almost 20 years that this shit has been out, and just doing the same thing over and over again, or copying other trends, they finally was like, bump it. Let me just do what I want to do. Let me just go back to the roots and just show and just paint a story and do the most visceral thing. And then when they did it, people were like, oh my God, we're killing terrorists. I don't want to really kill terrorists. They're people too. Did you forget what the fuck the word terrorist is? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, it was too visceral. Oh my gosh. It was just so unsettling and I didn't feel comfortable. It was about me, my comfort. Are you fucking kidding me? What's wrong with these people? What is wrong with you? This is why we can't progress. This is why we don't have progression. And this is why everything is a fucking carbon copy of everything else. This is exactly the reason why. No one wants to offend each other and no one wants to be wrong. And you can't do anything that you want to do because you want to do one of the two things. You can't please them all. I hope that they don't, you know, succumb to the fucking, what this small minority is talking about. I hope they don't. And as a side note, my eyes are on you, Naughty Dog, in your game there, because you checked one of the boxes there, so they can get you know around the whole violence and visceral shit. Like we saw someone get gutted in the Last of Us trailer, and people were, and then they get their wings clipped or whatever the case is, and then people were fucking, oh, it's too much. But the second they saw Ellie and her girlfriend fucking kissing, oh, bravo, oh my gosh, they're so inclusive. Look, she's Jewish, Ellie is a white girl, she's you know fairly pretty. They got gay people in there. Oh my God, I feel so included. Oh, it's so inclusive. Fuck the violence. You know what I mean? Oh, all of a sudden the violence was just screw the violence. I don't really care about that. Just as long as they have a gay person in the game. This is why I have a problem with the fucking that. Because I know that I mean, we knew that Ellie was gay. And there were gay people in The Last of Us. But they didn't fucking thrust it in your fucking face. Now they're doing that shit so they can be like, look at us. We're fucking inclusive. Guess what? Look at us. Look, please. Don't knock us. Don't knock us. Please don't do it. We don't want you to knock us. Please. We really don't. You know, just please. We did what you asked. We checked we ticked the box. We got a lesbian. And we're gonna give them the most detailed fucking interaction you could possibly have in a video game. But anyway, thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you liked or disliked about the video, and if you liked it, a sub would be appreciated.